hopefully they can keep their nerves in check, and I think ultimately in this game it will be the team that makes the least mistakes that will be the winners. But if anything, if the first game's anything to go by, I think we're set for an absolute cracker here.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Ross. The crowd in full voice here for both teams as we get underway in the BT Shield. So Highland there with the kick-off. Down towards that north stand here at BT Murrayfield. Well taken there by Carrick. A big hoof up into the Edinburgh sky. Lets it bounce. Taken there by Highland. Nice. Happy drumming the ball though, straight off the bat there, Ross.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, as I mentioned, it's going to be ferocious these first 5-10 minutes. Whoever can keep the composure, look after the ball and go through the phases will be the team that ultimately gets that ascendancy and can keep the scoreboard ticking. I think Highland, this team like to throw the ball about. They've got some dangerous backs, so expect them to put a bit of air on it. Carrick themselves, Mark Bennett helping out with the coaching there, maybe his influence, so you'll see a bit of that in the way that they like to play the game. So, I'm really looking forward to it. It's been non-stop for the first 2 minutes. No stoppages in play. If they can keep this going for, 10-15 minutes, they'll be doing really well.
Commentators cursed at Ross as he said that. It's a knock on, but no, you're right. It's a frantic start. I think both teams will want to impress. I think when you play in this national stage, both teams will be looking to impress their themselves and the fans here that have travelled through for the games. Yeah, you mentioned Mark Bennett. He's obviously the backs coach for Carrick. He's obviously down in Wales as Glasgow prepare for the playoffs, the push for the playoffs. He'll be down facing Scarlets at 3 o'clock today. But yeah, he's heavily involved with the club, and been interested to see what kind of backs moves they put out later on today. Anyway, scrum down here at BT Murrayfield is the full voice to our left of Highland fans who have travelled down in their bus loads are getting into the spirit of the BT Cup finals day.
It's always interesting watching the first set piece, Jamie. Scrum line out, who's going to get the ascendancy in these finals. The margins are so tight, so any advantage, whether it's at breakdown, scrum, line out, that's what you need. That's what you need to get the platform to play rugby in these big games. Lots of space here for Highland, though. They're on the counter attack. Yeah,
it's opened up for them here. A wee show and tell there. Almost went for the offload there, but I think he knocks it on there, unfortunately. Good play. Showed a lot of intent there. Highland, they'd obviously received the kick deep in their own half, and they could have easily put it into the corner, I guess, Ross, but they went for the run.
Well, that's it. That's a bit of a warning sign there for Carrick. Don't kick loose ball to this Highland back three. I mentioned at the start they got some really dangerous backs. That was the first burst there from the right winger, looking for the name there. I'll get it in a second, but great attack on the gain line, makes the initial burst, and the little show and go. They bought the dummy, but it was a great scrambling tackle, and the knock on eventually came.
So Carrick have here the scrum just outside their own 22, and a penalty is given to Carrick there, I think, for pushing the scrum round or wheeling round there. They're going to go for the quick tap, but they're going to regroup, I think, and put this somewhere up towards the halfway line.
Looks like there's a bit of banter going there between the two packs,
yep,
Jamie. We've had a couple of scrums now. That's the first penalty of the game. The Carrick pack, they got up there, the swagger. They had a little laugh, a few words with their opposite front row. That's going to be an interesting battle as this game progresses.
Line out now for Carrick, just on the halfway line here at BT Murrayfield. Going to do something from here, I'm sure. A Mark Bennett set piece, perhaps. We'll soon find out.
A bit of show and go, a bit of rampage up the middle, maybe.
Bit of a messy scrum, messy line out there from both teams actually. And the referee decided that enough's enough, and we're going to have a little scrum here for Carrick. Kind of after the start we had, Ross, it was a very open flowing and running, but there's been a few stoppages now. Does that affect the players?
I think what you get, Jamie, in these games, there's so much nervous energy flowing. The teams will come out, they'll come straight out the gate, frantic, looking to throw the ball about. These little unforced errors, the little knock-ons, you'll see that a little bit as both teams look to settle. Give them 5-10 minutes, let them get into their patterns, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more phases. But we've got a scrum on halfway, great platform for Carrick here. Ball sitting at the base. Here we go, backs move, bit of a wraparound. Oh, great line there from the outside centre, and the forwards continue around the corner.
I think that was the captain, Greg Montgomery, there with the little half break there. But no, they're showing intent now, and throwing the ball wide across this very wide Murrayfield pitch. Actually, it's a big pitch to play. I think when you come from the BT leagues up to this pitch, you realise how big it is. But both teams showing a little bit more intent now, and the game 3 flow. just inside our own Highland's first, their half now. Good tackle by Highland there by number 9, Tom Brogan. Playing down the right hand side here.
Don't know if you saw it, Jamie, but in the semi-final match, Carrick had an epic game against St Boswell's at home, and,
yeah, that's
and,
right. Yeah,
narrow victors in that game. So they'll take a lot of confidence from that victory into this game. You know, against a really tough opponent, an opponent that's been at BT Finals Day on several occasions in recent years. So you know that'll give them a lot of confidence and a lot of belief heading into this game. And as we're seeing now, hopefully I don't curse them, but they're getting through the phases.
Yep.
Great line break there. I think that's the back row number 6. It was Michael Kirk. Great burst from him.
Michael
Really
Kirk.
physical ball carry there.
Yeah, I mean, back row forwards been a lot of intent there. They're looking to make this game a fast-flowing one. It's not happening for them yet, Carrick, but they really have the desire to play a fast-flowing game. And as you said quite rightly, I think St Boswell's have been in the final consecutively for 59 games undefeated in the semi-final, and Carrick are here. They're not a team to be messed with, are they?
No, absolutely not. I think you saw in that game in particular a lot of confrontation, a lot of belief. They really grinded that one out, but you know they've got a couple of dangerous wingers. I was speaking to Mark Bennett a couple of weeks ago. He had a lot to say about Lewis Clark and John Fulton, real speedsters. So if they can get them the ball with a bit of track in front of them, you know, watch out.
Saying that though, Highland having not a bad season either. They can still overtake the leaders Gordonians with some games left at the end of the season now, but so it should be a close one. This maybe not as close as the game before this with Millbrae and Aberdeen, which hopefully you saw here on Scottish Rugby TV. But at the moment it is 6 minutes played and it's still 0-0.
I think in the exchanges we're definitely seeing Carrick with a bit of ascendancy at the scrum there,
yep.
So it will be interesting to see how that pans out over the remainder of this game.
Yeah. That was a threatening high ball there from Highland. Just put a little bit more pressure on Carrick and they're getting the territory that they need. So they're just outside their own half now on the 10-metre line.
That's it, Jimmy. Territory in these games, absolutely crucial. You don't want to get stuck playing rugby in the wrong areas of the park. You're just bringing pressure upon yourself. Great kick there. It was an absolute horror to try and judge that one. Fullback let it bounce, and they've got a nice touch 40 metres out now from the Carrick line. Causing havoc at the line out there.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? It was number 2 from Blair Jardine there with the throw for Carrick. Big take there. Grant Ward directing proceedings from the back of the another high ball. They're liking the use of this high ball, aren't they, Ross?
Craig Irvin at 10 there for Highland. Yeah, he's certainly not afraid to put boot to ball, and you know when you've got a penalty advantage, it's a shot to nothing. Particularly that one there, he was looking for the crossfield, looking for a good chase from the winger. We've seen it so many times over the course of rugby games and finals, particularly in the first game here. As soon as that ball hits a bit of grass, you know it can go anywhere. So.
Yeah.
Shot to nothing. First chance of points here. It'll be Craig Irvin again stepping up. I would say I'd make this one about 45 metres. He's just in front of the 10, about 15 metres out wide from the post. So quite a long one. He's got that elevated tee. He'll be looking to get a good swing and a good bit of purchase on the ball if this one's going to fly through the sticks.
Yeah, I remember speaking to Chris Patterson about the kicking, and he said this area of the pitch where we are is the most difficult for kickers because it's almost the kind of ones you expect to get, but they're the most tricky. And you can see there, it's just going to unfortunately fall short. But he used to say that those are the kicks that he hated to take the most. So you can see why it's not easy on this wide Murrayfield pitch. Anyway, Highland are back on track, and they're.
Oh, it's a big challenge there.
Yeah,
There's the captain for Carrick, Greg Montgomery. He's looking to set the tone. Bit of an enforcer there, but Highland retain the ball. Couple of phases now.
He's just giving a wee knock on there. I think the referee. David Sutherland. He's been busy so far, the referee. He's had to make a few decisions so far, but hopefully it'll be a free-flowing game once the nerves, as you mentioned earlier, Ross, settle down. Yeah. But both teams showing potential, though. Both teams are up for this. And the crowd, as I said, to our left are in full voice. The Highland fans who've travelled down are a good wee sing-song to our left here in the main stand at BT Murrayfield.
That's it, Jamie. You know, Highland, great rugby club. We see them here at BT Murrayfield quite a lot. You know, they got a fantastic youth section. Girls rugby is definitely on the up, and they're either under 18s, under 16s have both competed in finals here at the National Stadium in recent years. So you know, fantastic representation for that part of the country, and you know you can see the support. They've come out in their numbers to support their team today. Yeah,
great to see so many fans travel down for the BT Cup finals here at BT Murrayfield. Just going to go for a line out here. Again, a bit of a ping-pong battle in there just now between both teams. Just maybe, as you said, settling the nerves, but we're going to have a line out now. Highland will throw. Kevin Brown, the captain, to throw in for Highland. Good take there. The rumble's on. Good defence though by Carrick. Not much happening, not much movement. They've got their shove on now. Here they go.
I always find these opening exchanges so fascinating, Jamie. You know, it's like the start of a boxing bout. You know, they're just sparring. They're getting the jab going. They're trying to see what the opposition's capable of. You know, we've had a couple of scrums, a couple of lineouts now. You know, Carrick, they had the nudge on in the scrum, but Highland here, they've driven them all of 20 metres in this driving maul. Great field position now.
Here they go, some almost through there. Good defence there by Carrick. Here we go again. Good line there. I think that was Andrew Finlater. Not sure from the view here in the press deck on BT. Good little show and tell. He's almost through, but 5 metres away from the...
Craig Irvin again from the base there.
Yeah,
the standoff, just stepping in there at scrum half, picking up. Oh, quick tap, here we go.
Big
Is he
call
over?
for referee here.
Oh, they're right on the Carrick line here, Highland.
Just short. Will they pick and go? Will they fire it out wide? We'll have a look. Here they go. He's just trying
desperate defence here from Carrick.
Just trying to edge over. Not sure what to do, to go wide or to play it short. They're going to go back to the left-hand side. They're going to go the open side. Agonisingly close.
It's definitely on out on the left here.
If they get it out again, yeah. The jinky run of this one. He's almost over again. Good defence by Carrick.
Like Richard Sim on the left wing there,
yeah,
and they're over.
And the try has been given. Great determination by Highland there. They just wouldn't give up.
It looked like scrum half Tom Brogan there. Classic scrum half snipe on the left, and he's dived over. You know, Jamie, for me, the pressure had to tell. It was multiple phases. They were battering that Carrick line, and eventually it was just too much. The gap opened up, and as you want your scrum half to do, he slithers in there, dives over the line. That's 5-0. We're 11 minutes gone, and you know, what an opening to the game, Jamie.
Yeah, I know it was a jinky wee run beforehand, but yeah, as you said, a classic scrum half try there. We were just kind of snuck around and over for the try. Not the easiest kick though for the Highland boy here to knock over the post.
That's it, Craig Irvin. This will be his second attempt at goal. You know, his first penalty. Bit optimistic. He was quite far out. You know, the range certainly won't be an issue here. He's had a chance to have a shot at the sticks. Maybe he's got his bearings a little bit now, and steps up. Good strike. And there you have it, straight between the uprights. Lovely kick from the left-hand side of the pitch there, Craig Irvin, and that's a nice 7-0 lead for Highland. 12.5 minutes gone. Yeah,
12.5 minutes gone. It's Highland 7, Carrick 0. We'll see how Carrick respond to this one, but yeah, 7-0 here at BT Murrayfield in the BT Shield. And Carrick restart on the halfway line.
Great music, Jamie. You picking that up? We've got the Venga boys going.
Yeah, must have been my Spotify playlist. But anyway, we're back in the game here with Highland. Returning the kick from Carrick.
Well, great enthusiastic chase there. That looked like left winger. Oh no, it was the hooker in fact.
It was, yeah.
There. That was Blair Jordan.
Blair Jordan, yeah. He raced up there and he wasn't going to miss his man, was he?
Here we go. Great counter-attacking opportunity
for
Highland
the left here.
And this guy's got wheels. There's that left winger there, Richard Sim again. He's had his hands on the ball a couple of times now. He looks a dangerous prospect. You know, Carrick will need to keep their eyes on him.
I think, Ross, you'll know more than me about this, but when you play in this pitch at BT Murrayfield, as it is a wider pitch, do the players seem to find that the game changes because they have much more space maybe than they normally have?
I think that's it. You know, the combination of the pitch, the occasion itself, you know, what's at stake. You want to throw the ball about. You want to, when you've got so many fans coming here to the National Stadium to support, you want to put on a good show. So, you know, I think it does have an influence. Teams looking to spread it a little bit. As I was saying in the last game, you've got these huge dead ball areas as well, then that's something that these teams will look to exploit. You know, very different from the pitches that they'll play on a weekly basis at home and away in their respective leagues.
So we're back now with this impressive scrum by Carrick, just pushing up towards that way, and they've got a penalty as well, Ross.
He's not waiting about. That looks like a bit of a cynical one there.
Yeah, it was a quick tap,
maybe tactical.
Yeah, quick tap. I don't think he managed to get. Yeah, they'll give it another penalty now, and the ref might have a wee chat. Yep, he's going to have a chat with the Highland players here about that. I'm not sure who he's chatting to. It looks like it could be.
It might be
prop.
something further than that. Oh my
Oh.
God, from hero to villain in the space of 5 minutes, Jamie.
It's a yellow card.
Scrum half Tom Rogan. It's it maybe wasn't quite necessary. Quick tap, and he's just pulled his man down. Certainly wasn't the 10 meters. And Jamie, in the last game, the yellow card that was dished out to Aberdeen Uni actually ended up costing them, I think it was 12 or 14 points.
That's right,
in that 10-minute spell. So these things are crucial. Games like this, the margins are so tight. You want to be at your full complement, and for Carrick, having just gone behind, they've got 10 minutes now. They're going to have the numbers advantage. This is something that they really need to exploit.
Yeah, they need to capitalise on that. And just as that happened, actually, the rain is starting to fall down here at BT Murrayfield. A glorious day this morning. A little bit of a breeze. The sun was shining, but the rain is slowly making its way down to the main pitch here in Edinburgh. So Carrick 15 men, Highland down to 14. What can they do in the next couple of minutes? Can they combat that as they push towards the 22 here in the BT Shield? Good driving run there.
Good opportunity here for Carrick to get themselves back in the game.
Yep.
Oh, nice line there from the fullback. He's got the half break. The winger's away.
Alan Spears
and he's
there.
in.
Fantastic break there by Alan Spears, but then threw it on to John Fulton at the end there. Great team up play, Ross. You know more about that from me. Great play.
That's exactly what you want. There's no better way to get yourself back in the game. This is shaping up to be an absolute classic. As I mentioned, I've been tipped off that Carrick had a couple of dangerous wingers. It was the fullback there, Alan Spears, fantastic burst. It was Stuart Hogg-esque, the way he hit the line, he burst, and then he found his left winger, and he needed no second invitation. Rounded the Highland fullback, Maurice Dillon, and he's gone over about 15 metres to the left of the posts, and yeah, great try, great execution. They got the first couple of phases, hitting it up, sucking the defence in around the fringes before unleashing the backs, and great score, clinical from the Carrick backline.
So Alan Spears who set up that try now with the kick. Good contact. I think just pushed it to the right hand side of the post. Yep, so it will still remain Highland 7, Carrick 5 with just under 17 minutes played. Yeah, you mentioned Stuart Hogg. It was almost Mark Bennett as well. Maybe would have been the man linking up with Stuart Hogg for that try. So great piece of play there by Carrick, and Mark Bennett, the backs coach there, maybe had a say in what to do in that situation. But yes, great try, and as you said, could build towards a great game here, and hopefully we'll live up to the expectations that we usually have here at the BT Cup finals at Murrayfield.
To and fro so far. Who's going to be next in the score sheet? It just shows you there is no margin for errors here. Great response from Carrick. They got the ball again. Good bit of play here. Bit loose there, but this is the kind of area. Do you want to play too much rugby here? Do you want to take the pressure off and maybe get it downfield? But it's finals day. Anything goes here, Jamie.
Another good take there by the number 3 for Carrick. It's Stephen Raby there. Good take. He's been in a few big rucks and a few big hits here. He's put in a good shift so far here in the BT Shield. Sorry. Good defence though by Highlands. They're definitely up for it. I think they've got the fans' support behind them, which obviously helps as well.
It makes a huge difference.
Clearing their lines as well.
They forced Carrick into that kick there. You could tell Carrick wanted to play out, but the line speed, the enthusiasm in defence from Highland has forced them to kick that ball. They'll now collect it. They're going to build the phases here on halfway. Quite narrow in their setup. Maybe they'll want to suck them in. A couple of penetrating hits before unleashing the backs.
Yeah. Richard Sim, the 14 there, who caught that ball and made the wee half break there to the halfway line, passed it on to his fullback. Just a wee pick and drive now, man. Just kind of setting the tone for the game, I think. A wee pick and drive. Their forwards putting in a very good shift so far. And as the conditions maybe worsen, as it gets a little bit wetter, it could become a little bit of an arm wrestle.
Let's not forget, the ball gets a little bit greasy with that brief downpour that we had. So, there's no harm in keeping it tight. Then we see a great little dink over the top.
Yeah, great.
Fantastic kick there. It's so good, as a forward, you're playing those phases, you're putting in the hard yards, you're trying to get the goal forward. When you look up, and I think it was outside centre there, Sam McGowan, he's just popped his head up, he saw the space, and a great little chip. Marches them 30 metres down the park, and the pressure's back on Carrick. Yeah,
it was a great kick, just into the 22, just bounced right out on the 22, and that's where the line-out will take place. Another change already for Highland though. Number 3 is off, Johnny Milton's off, and number 17, Stuart Watson's come on to replace him. Looks like he's taking a wee knock, unfortunately, Johnny Milton. Anyway, the line out through. Play continues here as Highland rumble on towards the posts.
Ball's out there.
Reset by Highland.
So crucial to look after the ball in the 22, Jamie. You're building those sustained, those phases, that sustained pressure. That's what led to the first try. So Highland here, they'll get themselves set. Or will they? Scrum turnover. Great scramble from Carrick there. They had the line out. Bit of an overthrow, but they scrambled well and they've regained possession. They'll have a scrum in the middle of their own 22. 19 and a half minutes gone.
Yeah, frustrating maybe for Highland there to have good possession there. They had good options, and unfortunately they knocked it on to give Carrick the scrum deep into their own half. Yeah, the rain seems to have stopped now, which is probably good for both teams, so we'll hopefully allow for a free-flowing game of rugby. Good crowd as well. Lots of support who have stayed over from the previous game and or maybe arrived for the next game, but there's a lot of Carrick fans and a lot of Highland fans, so great to see them filling up the West Stand here at BT Murrayfield. The referee signals a reset at the scrum.
I think what we just saw there, Jamie, and this is something that that Highland will need to think about for the next sort of 5 or 6 minutes or so. The scrum half, Tom Brogan, he's in the sin bin. They got a nice little break off the back of the line out, and then the ball was presented there, but no one. It was almost as if they forgot that he wasn't on the pitch. You need to identify that. You need to make sure, whether it's a loose forward or whoever jumping in, to make sure that play can continue and someone just sweeps that ball away from the base. And that was a great attacking position, and unfortunately just a little bit of complacency. No, they've turned this scrum against the head though.
They have.
Great burst from the number 8. That was Stuart McDonald.
We've got numbers left if they go, but they haven't. They decided to rumble on. Now this will be testing for Carrick, who are Highland are down to 14 men still, so this would be a great try if they can get this one over the line. They're close. The referee has a look. Not yet, he says. Options to the left and right. Oh. And can he get the ball down? We're not sure. He's been held up.
Referee Craig Sutherland in a perfect position there. You couldn't have asked for more. He's right over the ball. Was that the substitute prop there, Jamie?
I think it might be. Yeah, I think it was the number 17, Stuart Watson, who came on, getting his first hands on the ball there and almost scored. Just great defence. Carrick seemed to get right underneath, didn't they, Ross, and prevent that from going over the line.
Yeah, I mean, it was bodies on the line stuff. They're fighting for their lives there in that situation. Yes, they might have the numbers advantage, but when you've got the impact sub coming on a charge like that, all but a metre from the line, they've done really well to get underneath them. This is going to be a huge scrum. So we've got Highland 5 metres out. Carrick, you'd say, probably have had the measuring of them in the scrum so far, so they'll really want to get this to the back quickly and get it out to this dangerous back line of theirs.
Highland 7, Carrick 5, 21 minutes played.
He's overrun him there. Craig Irvin looked like he was looking for Rory Cross on the hard line there. Rory Cross slightly overran his man, and a little bit of a knock on. Carrick in their own 22. Oh, there's a dangerous bit of footwork there. Great work from the right winger, Lewis Clark.
Let's see what Highland can do with this ball. Right up the centre of the touchline, dissecting the middle of the pitch now, from left to right. Highland strong as always in the tackle, and Carrick again strong defence. Both teams giving it everything so far, putting the pressure. You saw there, number 15, Alan Spears, racing up to make the tackle, putting the pressure on Carrick. This play slows down in that towards the east stand here at BT Murrayfield. Good offload there. Nice wee jinky run by the number 12. I believe Rory Cross. He's had a good game so far.
Yeah, Rory Cross, he's got himself involved early doors. Couple of really nice carries. I think that's something that they'll look to use throughout this game. Jamie, they might be numbers down in terms of men on the field, but they're certainly fronting up. This is a great response considering the numerical disadvantage, and if they come out of this potentially with a 5-point lead, I think they take that.
Yeah, I think you're right, Ross. I think the onus obviously was in Carrick to score points with that play in the sin bin, but it's been the other way. It seems to be Highland have been the one with the pressure on the team. So yeah, kick for goal right in front of the post, just in between the halfway and the 22. Converted the try before, which was good, so maybe he can put this one over to make it Highland 7, Carrick 8. As it stands, it's 7-5. Big kick here for Highland.
Nice purchase on that. Looks like
but
he's
missed
just
it, yeah.
hooked it to the left ever so slightly. You know, good contact there from Craig Irvin. You know, he's had 3 shots now, 1 from 3, and he'll be looking for a bit more than that. You know, Jamie, these points are so crucial. We saw it in the last game. Penalties are the difference. You know, every point that's on offer is golden in these finals. So, you know, considering being a man in the bin, that's a bit of a let off for Carrick. And another one there, knock on.
Yeah, interesting there. Stephen Rutledge, he let the ball land and it hit off his hand. Is there? So it gives the knock on, which gives the possession back to Carrick. Number 9, yeah, Tom Brolin coming back on the pitch now. So both teams back up to full 15. And as it stands, it's Highland 7, Carrick 5. 25 minutes played. As the Highland fans to our left are enjoying the facilities here at BT Murrayfield.
Jamie, I have to say, I've really loved the work of Michael Kirk, number 6 for Carrick. He's not the biggest unit you've ever seen, but his ball carrying's fantastic, and he's got a quality engine on him. This guy seems like he wants to go for 80 minutes.
Yeah, he's been everywhere, that boy, so far. Has a number of players.
Oh, it's a great touch.
Great
there.
offload there.
Sam McGowan with the offload.
Yeah, fantastic. It was. You're right. It was Big Tam McGowan, number 13 for Highland. Just saw the presence of the defence come toward him, didn't he, and just flicked it majestically onto his winger, but unfortunately pushed out onto touch there in the.
Tam McGowan, the outside centre for Highland. He's had a couple of lovely touches so far. You know, bit of a silver fox out there in the back line. You know, he was the one that put that lovely kick in earlier on. Just took the pressure off. Seems to have a really good touch of sleight of hand, and you know he seems to be a bit of a playmaker for this Highland side.
The referee want to have a little chat with both teams about the line-out situation here. Just realigning them, make sure everything's in order. So Blair Jardine to throw in here, and he's on 22. It's a good line-out. He makes his target. You just see the ball at the back of the ruck there. They've gone to snipe round the corner.
Ooh.
And a big boot clearing their lines. Probably the best option for them, Ross, wasn't just to get out of that area.
Absolutely. I think that was fullback Alan Spears or maybe the 10, Kyle Johnson. He was under a lot of pressure there. That's a great touch considering, you know, the back row from Highland put him under a lot of pressure. Really good line speed there. So, you know, 25, 30 metres forward down the pitch. I think they'll take that. Time to get the D set and let's see what Highland launch from this line out attack.
Kevin Brown, the captain, with the throw. Just goes over the top. It's a free ball, and Carrick have now. Again, making ground from the back of that line out. 2 or 3 times we've seen that already. And Tam McGowan up there. Oh, it was unfortunate there for Carrick. I think what happened though is you saw again Tam McGowan in the mix of things, raced up to meet his opponent, and maybe in your eye line, Ross, does it put you off?
Yeah, it does definitely. When you see someone burst out the line like that, it certainly occupies your line of sight. I think the number 12 for Carrick there, Ewan Alexander, he did a great job. He actually read the situation perfectly and slipped a lovely long pass off the left hand in behind Tam McGowan. Unfortunately, I think it was either Alan Spears or Lewis Clark couldn't quite gather the ball. If that had gone to hand, I think we had an interesting 2-on-1 about 50 metres out. So it could have been a bit of a foot race. I mean, it's a risky thing to do on D, you know, from Tam McGowan's perspective. You know, you're either a hero or a villain in that situation. That time it seemed to work out, and a nice, oh, that's a lovely kick there from Craig Irvin.
Oh, it's a brilliant kick, that deep into the Carrick 22. I mean, basically from one side of the pitch to the other. Great kick. And we'll have another line out. We've had a few of them in the past 10 minutes. But this time it'll be Highland to throw in. I think both teams' nervousness at the start, I think, subsiding a little bit now.
Absolutely, this is a great position for Highland. They'll definitely look to get someone up here and put pressure on the throw of Blair Jordan. Well taken by my man Kirk. That's great line speed there from Highland, Jamie. What do you make of that? They're really putting the clearance kicker under a lot of pressure.
Well, I'll tell you what, Stuart Watson again, number 17. He's only been on the pitch about 5 minutes, but he's been everywhere. He was almost scored a try there a few minutes ago, and again, that line speed for a forward like that is tremendous. He's certainly putting a shift in so far.
Stuart Watson, he's certainly enjoying himself. Big smile on his face there. These days out, fantastic for everyone involved and for players, so special. So it's great to see that he's out there, that he's enjoying himself, and he's making the most of this experience at BT Murrayfield.
Highland drive on now. Just see the ball at the back of that driving maul. Tom Brogan directing play. They're pierced off. Tom Brogan again. Good inside pass. Back again. Back to Stuart Watson, who's been everywhere. Tom Brogan protesting to the referee. Eyes out wide again.
Going to have to look after the ball here.
Stephen Rutledge, I think there.
Irvin.
Got numbers again.
Oh!
Almost a lovely take there by Highland. But again, these little errors, Ross, creeping in the game, must just be down to nervousness.
Yeah, I mean, I think could be nerves. The Carrick line there on the defence was actually pretty solid. It was a nice move. Our main man Tam McGowan, he was actually used as a decoy on this occasion. They were looking to slip the ball in behind to the blindside winger Craig Finlater. If that ball had gone to hand, it could have been alarm bells for Carrick. Great to see the enterprise on the part of Highland. So yeah, we've got a scrum here, big scrum for Carrick, and they'll look to exit. But Jamie, I mean, I fully expect that pressure to come again on the kicker from Highland.
Highland 7, Carrick 5, 30
big
minutes
scrum
played.
There.
Great scrum, and a penalty for Carrick. For Highland, apologies.
A bit of a role reversal there, Jamie.
Yeah, a lot of pressure Highland's put on. Usually it was really around for the past 10 minutes, but and they've gone for the corner. Ross, what do you make of that?
Interesting, I think it's always important in these games. Highland have spent a lot of time in the Carrick 22. They want to come away with points. Pressure counts for nothing unless you keep that scoreboard ticking. So they've been here for 5 minutes or so. They've been camped on that line. Carrick are they're hanging on with their fingernails. The line-out's been pretty solid for Highland so far. So I think we'll set up if I was to guess, if I was a betting man, a driving maul, and they'll look to get the squeeze on.
So here we go again, back in play. Highland pushing for their second try of the game. You see the forwards roll on through. Great take there.
Great
by
tackle
Highland.
as well.
Good tackle by
head on by number 7, Gordon Gregor.
Yeah, Gordon Gregor there. He's going back to the previous penalty though. Didn't think there was suitable advantage, so he's gone back for the penalty. Ian Spears there, number 5. He's been involved in a lot of these as well.
Absolutely. The guys out there, they're throwing everything at it, Jamie. They're putting their bodies on the line. I think the ball carrying from the Highland pack has been tireless. They just keep offering themselves. Tom Brogan's getting the armchair ride. Every time he looks up, he's got 2 or 3 forwards wanting to carry ball, accelerating onto it, giving that penetration that the team needs. So it's looking pretty ominous at this point. Carrick hanging on there, but how much more pressure can they take?
Yep. Stephen Rutledge again there with a nice break off the line out. And again, Highland pushing through and just coming up short. Great defence by Carrick.
Tom Brogan orchestrating things once again.
Here we go again. Here goes Tam McGowan diving for the line.
He's well seen too there.
Is,
great defence from Carrick.
And a knock on. They just cannot seem to get through that Carrick defence. Testament to Carrick though. Defensively they've been magnificent.
Jamie, they are hanging on for their dear lives here. The D has been absolutely outstanding. Bodies on the line, low tackles, chop tackles, getting their men to the ground. It's been a while since I've seen a team soak up this much pressure on their own line. I think Tom Brogan at scrum half and Craig Irvin, they're dictating things beautifully for Highland. It's great retention by them, but it's fantastic D by Carrick. Carrick, another opportunity here to clear their lines. They'll be looking for a big scrum. They were put under a bit of pressure in the last one. Big scrum here, and they'll look to clear their lines. But I'm enjoying this game a lot, Jamie. Great rugby on show.
Yeah, it's a great game as always here on BT Cup Finals Day.
A lot of pressure there from Highland.
The BT
lot
Shield.
of pressure.
Yeah, again, a lot of pressure, but Carrick again getting away with it. And he's given a scrum to Highland.
So, Jamie, we're 34 minutes gone. We've got a Highland scrum 5 metres out from the Carrick goal line. You know, how important is this? You know, just half-time approaching. You know, how crucial is it, A, for Carrick to hang on here and potentially get out, or Highland to get that crucial score leading into half-time?
Well, you know, if they get a converted try, Ross, you know, it'll be 14-5 at half-time or 7-5. So for the mindset, I believe, you know, you want to go in at 7-5, or even if they can get a penalty kick up there at the end of the pitch, 8-7 up at half-time. But,
yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
but this is a big moment in the game. And again, they're through. And he's over the line, I think. Is he giving it? He's knocked it on. The referee has said he's knocked it on. And it's a shame we're live streaming this as well for the world to see.
That was it.
Number 8,
the try line was beckoning. He's over the line. He thinks he's done everything he needs to do. Potentially he's thinking about his celebration, and the ball just squirts out of his hands. You know, Jamie, it's been raining. There's going to be a bit of grease on the ball. I thought there was potentially a bit of an overlap there if he just put the ball through the hands. But once again, we've got to take our hats off to this Carrick D. They just will not give in. Yeah,
Stuart McDonald there with an unfortunate knock-on, but he's been everywhere so far. He's had a great game. It would have been great to be rewarded with a try. Unfortunately not, but you never know. He might have another go here if they can turn over this scrum. They might just do that. It's a bit of a messy one. And the referee stopped proceedings again to have a chat.
So, Jamie, in the early exchanges, I think we both agree that Carrick certainly had the advantage in the scrum, but our man Stuart Watson's come on and he's almost transformed the game. You know, he's come on, the scrum steadied, he's offered himself all over the park. You know, real big impact from him.
No, I agree with that. He's definitely changed the game somewhat. I don't know if it was a tactical decision or an injury, but he's had a good game so far. And yeah, you can hear the fans to our left who are having a great day here at BT Murrayfield. The Highland fans having a rare day out as we reconvene on things here. So referee David Sutherland gets things undergo again. A great drive again by Highland. The referee looks like he's going to go, and he's given a try. He's given a try. It looks like it's number 8, Stuart McDonald.
I think that was one of those ones, Jamie. Pressure, it just had to tell. Highland have been absolutely battering Carrick, on their own goal line for the last 10 minutes. The scrum is disintegrated from Carrick's perspective. You know, I think it's been a long time coming. We're 3 minutes to half-time now. It may potentially a good opportunity for Carrick to get in, regroup. You know, they've shown some glimpses of brilliance in this game, but they look like they're hanging on there just a little bit too much now as Highland march on. They've got the 12 points to 5 advantage now, kick to come. Craig Irvin will be looking to slot this one over from the right-hand side. That'd make him 2 from 4 on the day. But, alarm bells for Carrick at this point, Jamie.
Yeah, number 7 there, it was Paddy Bryden with the try, but again, Stuart McDonald and the substitute Stuart wasn't all involved in that play. But yeah, a big kick here for Highland to go in. If this kick goes over, 14-5 at half-time, potentially. Yeah. I think he's just pushed it left, has he? He has indeed. So it remains Highland 12, Carrick 5, with just under 38 minutes played here at BT Murrayfield. So Carrick will put this ball back into the Highland half. If they can get anything else in this game, they'll be happy with that. But they were dominant in the first half. I've been a little bit lackluster towards the end, but there's still lots of rugby left to be played here in the BT Shield. And we'll restart now with 3 minutes to go in the first half.
I think we'll have a bit of a retake on that on that kick restart. Jamie, it just goes to show on these occasions, on the big occasions, games can just swing in an instant. You know, 1 minute you've got Highland, they're on the ropes, and Carrick are absolutely throwing everything at them. And then, you know, a little mistake, a kick downfield, and it's a complete role reversal. And Highland, you know, they're looking really good. Carrick, I think, will be looking for an opportunity to get a bit of territory, get their hands on the ball again, and maybe steal some points before the break.
So Carrick, making 2 substitutes there. Looks like they've changed
good pressure there.
It's a great charge down. He did well to recover that, actually. But yeah, so Carrick have made some changes now. The 2 props have changed as the referee signals for a knock-on, looks like. So it'll be a scrum for Carrick. A good platform here, Ross. They've got the width of the Murrayfield pitch, BT Murrayfield pitch here to do something. Hopefully, what do you want to see them do from here?
I think first and foremost, judging by how the last 10 minutes or so has gone, they really want to get this ball to the back of the scrum quickly, get it out of there. As you say, lovely right hand open side for them to attack. Any opportunity to get the ball in the hands of the wingers, I think is fantastic for Carrick. They need to get this ball quickly to the base. Yeah, a lot of pressure coming there from Highland.
They're going to play down that blind side first of all, maybe set up another platform. Another pick and go there from number 2, Blair Jardine.
Looks like it's gone out to the backs now. Great cut there.
Great line there, yeah. He's a Jinky B player, this one. I can't quite see who it is from up here in the
like number 13. Looked like the captain, Greg Montgomery.
Yeah, Greg, he's been everywhere as well. He's been making things happen, and if you look here in the
get it out.
Alan Spears again involved there, the fullback. As the scrum half a bit unsettled there in the middle of the pitch there.
Yeah, I think the ball presentation from Carrick here, they're making life really difficult for their scrum half, Grant Ward. He's scrambling well. He's been put under a lot of pressure from the Highland back row and forwards. He's not getting the clean service that he would like. And it almost just looked like they ran out of ideas a little bit there. They resorted to the chip through. Maybe they're looking to exploit these huge dead ball areas at BT Murrayfield. Yeah. But, they'll have enjoyed getting their hands on the ball again, a bit of pressure and territory in the Highland 22. But I think in these games it's so important to come away with points and keep yourself in the game. And, this would be a great time for them to score.
Yeah, they went through the little dink through, almost rugby league-esque, Mitch Garbutt-esque, but it was as Carrick Highland restart here from the 22.
So this looks, I'd say this is probably the final opportunity for Carrick to
good line
to steal some points in this half. Great counter-attacking opportunity. Big carry and offload there. Michael Kirk down the left-hand side, finds his winger. Great offload there. The continuity is fantastic here from Carrick, but Highland, the pressure is told. They've managed to keep the ball in. Fantastic work from Carrick here. They'll regroup.
The crowd has gone wild here. They're not happy with that decision, but play continues.
Sam McGowan putting a lot of pressure on his opposite man there. A bit of space out on the right.
They do have numbers here if they can just use it. The player to his right as well. He's gone for the chip through. Number 14, Lewis Clark chasing. Lewis Clark, they just didn't have enough pitch there. I think the referee said it was for half-time here at BT Murrayfield. It's Highland 12, Carrick 5. Ross, your thoughts there in the first half?
Jamie, what a finish to that first half. We've had Carrick, they've been on the ropes for the past 15 minutes, but give them an opportunity. They're straight back up there, ball through the hands. They need to find a way to unleash this back three of theirs. Captain Greg Montgomery, he's the facilitator. He needs the service to get that ball in the hands of the likes of Alan Spears, Lewis Clark, and John Fulton. These guys are lethal, but like I say, they need that platform. All in all, I think 12-5 for Highlands, probably a fair scoreline. I think they've had the majority of pressure. I think they've looked the most dangerous this half. And they'll take a well-deserved 7-point lead into half-time.
So it's Highland 12, Carrick 5 here at half-time. And the BT Shield will be back shortly for the second half.
Into the dark, cutting out a different path, led by a beating heart. All the people of the town cast their eyes right to the ground in matters of the heart. The night was all you had. You ran into the night from all you had. Found yourself a path upon the ground. You ran into the night, you can't be found. But this is your heart. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Pumped
but they don't care. Harney is in. Here's Hogg. Hogg! On it goes, Seymour! There it is! A score at a moment to warm Scottish hearts. The Six Nations run of defeats is over.
Scottish fullback. This means that there's a big gap for Scotland and Richie Gray. Laidlaw spins it round. Oh, away quickly by Horn and nicely done, and the try will be scored by Dunbar.
Highland 22, Carrick 27. score. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please put your hands together for our runners-up, Highland. Receiving their medals from Ed Crozier, the Scottish Rugby president. Now, please put your hands together for our match officials receiving their medals from Edward Crozier, the Scottish Rugby president. And now please welcome your 2016 BT Shield winners, Carrick. Medals being presented by Edward Crozier, the Scottish Rugby president, and the shield will be presented by Bruce McGorry, BT Operations Manager.